Okay, here's my first place locals flower cardian deck. But instead of getting straight to it, I'm gonna show how I got to it. And I'm trying to do this in one take. So this is the MBT 10-minute testing list, except the only change is, well, these are both boars, and I put in one deer over the boar. And then I didn't have the Seven Deadly Sin stuff, so I put in this Dogmatica, whatever, Punish, Link Karibo for Dinosaur, and then another one because I just didn't know what else to put in. And this was okay at first. The other thing I added was a super all in. I'm weird, and I like to play 41 cards in the event that I have to go second and it goes straight to deck out. Then your opponent decks out because they don't draw a card on their first turn. But that's like super irrational. I don't know. I'm just weird. So I added super all in. And the deck was cool. I really liked it. And I realized super all in is like fucking crazy. This card is insane. It lets you end on. It lets like a board that would just make like two of these be like four, if not like make all of them. Like this card is just insane. So I immediately cut one stacking for another. And I cut a one of these guys for another, because like this card is just so insane. I'm gonna put the extra deck over here. Another thing I found was that like the second one of this like never came up. Like they like only rarely came up. You almost never use its effect to like pop something. And a lot of times like I felt like I needed something else, so I added an Eldritch, the Golden Lord, as like a follow-up play, because I was finding that like my turn ends and I have like 12 not 12, but I have like 12 spells in hand, and like they're like these, and like I can't like reactivate them or anything. Like I'm all out of gas, so I can at least set them with flower, or I could set them and then send with Eldritch to special and get some more damage on the board. But then I found the issue was this deck really struggles going second. Common end boards are barrier statue that's untargetable, so I can't use this. Scythe, getting scythe locked, so no special, so I can't do anything. Or Mecha Winda. So like I'll try to target, but then they negate anyway, and I have no follow up. So I made like a bunch of changes. I ended up taking two of these out for allures, and that's when I noticed the deck's second problem is that if you don't draw one of these top cards, you don't play. Like all of these are just too high level, or stacking doesn't actually draw you a card. Like you need one of these in order to even play the game. And so I was having, that's why I was like stuck on these allures, because the allures help me draw into like my side deck cards or like other cards that are cool. But the issue was also that like I don't want to banish anything. Like you need all the cards in the deck. Like you can't, if you don't have a tuner, you can't banish the tuner. Like there's nothing here that you really want to banish off a lure. So I then was like, well, this deck sucks going second. So what if I try to alleviate those? And I threw in triple super poly. And this was pretty cool. The issue I was having is that this still doesn't beat most boards. Like if they end on just Mechaba, they'll wait to do the Winda. Like I've already specialed it once they make Winda. And then the other issue was that you need tuners. Like cutting this tuner, I felt like was hurting me. Like you just need tuner access. So I ended up cutting another one of this and putting in this back. in the last revision, I was like, fuck it, I can't do anything if I don't play. So I ended up siding, or these would be the cards that I side out going second. So you only have space for 7. And I ended up putting in droplets, which was like super expensive. I had to sell my Ghost Rare BLS to get this. But this outs Winda Mechaba, this outs the barrier statues, and it outs Scythe, or the attempt to pop the Scythe. If it's like a Tornado Dragon or a Titan Colossus, not Colossus, but whatever. And these are in the side. Oh, and so the change with that was, I changed, added these over the first 4 that I showed, and then I made have a Herald. And Herald's in the very rare case that you Koi and you have like a tuner and a non-tuner that are both level 2. Koing a tuner like really sucks because it doesn't have its effect to treat everything as level 2. Also cutting this, because this doesn't have a graveyard effect. So like if you don't draw it, it's no good, because it'll just get sent to the grave off of one of their draw effects. And then turn 3, like everything's already out of your deck. You almost deck yourself out every time. So like it's at 2 because it's good, you want to see it, but like seeing it in multiples sucks. Same thing for Koi, except I was finding that Koi was just like too instrumental in like playing through Nibiru. Because you contribute the token. So I ended up cutting another tuner for the third Koi. Because the thought here is that if I Koi, I can get a tuner access sooner because I'm going 3 deep. It also helps with the consistency because you want to play, what is this, 3, 10, this is 15. You want to play at least 15 cards. That's what like Dragon Link would do. Like if you think of a Dragon Link deck, they play 15 starter cards. And like that's as consistent as possible. The difference between this and Dragon Link is if Dragon Link doesn't draw a starter card, they could probably have like a 2-card combo, whereas this has no 2-card combos. Like it's only, you need one of these, otherwise there is no combo. So this is still consistent. It lets you play through Nibiru because hitting this into the grave isn't really that bad. You need to play at least 1 stacking because cutting it, like, it's a follow-up play. Like, it's more like a win more card, but like, it really helps you set up like a Koi or set up this, or ensure that like one of these goes off and you have plays. Like, it's really good, so I like it at 1. Super All In is crazy. What am I missing? Because this is 10. Because the final build has 1. These are at 1 now. These are all 1s. What's the, that's 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Is this it? Oh, no. So yeah, these were the cards that I cut last minute for Phantasme. And then this is what let me win today, was Phantasme. Because everyone's going into a link. They go into link 1, whatever. Phantasme. I already have a body on board for Winda. Target protection. And then the reordering the deck like really helps. Like if you draw these in multiples, you can put them back. And I think that's it. So now for siding, you want to side still just these cards, 1 of these, and 1 Koi. Because going second, you have a higher chance of getting 3 than 2, probability-wise. So this is the final first place deck, main deck. I do not like cutting this or siding it out because I don't want to Flower Gathering one of these. Like, you get a way more utility hitting one of these. So I would never side out any of these four. Um, so side deck, uh, whatever. Side deck is triple poly, one called by. I don't. The issue with called by is like you just lose to Droll. Like you can play through it, but like you almost always lose to Droll, and that's a 3 of versus a 1 of. I sided in going first sometimes, like in game 3, if I know my opponent has Droll. Because you know some people aren't playing it. Dirge of the Lost. I love this card. This card lets me win in time, all the time. Call Invocation. It halves them on the summon and half what they add to grave. I like this. 2 twin, 2 cosmic. I would rather these be lightning storms, but I don't feel like paying for them right now. And then because I made the last minute choice, like before the tournament started, these were the Phantasmes. I don't know what to do just yet. I think what I'm gonna do is add Drolls for the Shadal matchup, because Super Poly is actually kind of bad in the Shadal matchup. It like all their effects still go off, and it's like you basically did nothing to them. So unless you're like OTKing that turn, which probably not, doesn't work. So you know, maybe like a Feather Storm and then another twin. I don't know. Is that 3, 5, 6, 6, 4? Am I missing one? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nope, I don't know how to count. Math major, don't know how to count. So then, I tried Imperm and Evenly. The issue with that is like against Dino, they have the token. You can't KO with this. I like KOing. Imperm, like things have targeting protection. It doesn't work on like Dragoon. It doesn't. I don't know. In theory, the Imperms are like kind of okay, but they conflict with Phantasme, and Phantasme like really helps the deck. For the extra deck, my non-ghost, that the 1 Herald, Super Poly targets, 3 of this card, 3 this, 2 that, 2 Dweller. This guy's crazy. You usually only make 1 of these, but it comes up sometimes. I like this ratio a lot. 1 change, like if there was more Dogmatica stuff, I would switch just for a Ferrigite, just because like it still punishes. You can send Ferrigite and like, I don't know, 1 of these, get a draw, or a mulligan, and then you can always shuffle this back in with Willow. But so this is my first place win. I guess I'll do 1 test hand. I don't know. This deck it's luck based, probability based. As I mentioned before, I used to teach probability, so I like that about this deck. There's a lot of theory involved in it. But yeah, the main issues are Droll, bricking, and special summon restriction, like a summon limit, things like that. I like to side in the twin too. A lot of people, when they're going first, they'll set in like some random traps, like summon limit or what's that one? Everyone's siding it now. Anti-spell fragrance. Just hit it. I don't know if I shuffled that well. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, see, this is a brick hand. You can't play. You don't do anything. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this hand's nuts. So normal summon, draw, keep, special. Then I would special this out and tribute this to get the draw. It hits the Cardination, reveal 5, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this really sucks. We're definitely gonna take that, and then okay, this really is no good. This, oh my god, this sucks. Let's do that. No, because it's gonna. Oh, this really sucks. This ends my turn here. Because no matter what we do, we can't get this out. We can tribute special over that to draw this. But then once we special this, we're gonna have to like rely on this to hit nothing, because we know that it's not gonna hit anything. So I don't know. I guess I would koi and just take the 3k here. These are banished face down. And then attempt to pop itself to get a draw. Okay, recardination. 4, 5. Add the Rhoda. We're not gonna draw into anything, but then we're immediately gonna Rhoda add I don't know, the final blossom. This is a really weird hand. Special tribute itself, draw. Okay, that was what we needed. Go for willow target, cherry blossom, shuffle. Like no, actually we're pretty lucky. We drew the one of draw. We're gonna special tribute. I'm gonna move this over here. Draw. Phantasmic goes to grave. Reveal. Draw. Special. This is pretty good. I think what I want to do here is do 3 for her effect. Draw. We already koi-koi'd in. We koi-koi'd so bad. Special this. Shuffle that in. Draw 1. Stacking. You know, stacking's good because we'll stack here. And we can go for easy play here. Or no, we're gonna do that, and that. Or actually, we want a curtain. So we're gonna stack them. This. So we'll make another. We'll draw and activate that. It specials it, ignoring condition. This effect will draw. Now we get to stack their deck, see what they're playing. Then we'll reveal, draw. Since there's a 3, we special that out. And we can target the... I thought I had a willow. Target the willow. And this matters a lot. Recardination. Oh, okay. Then what I would do here is, say they're playing like, I don't know, Shadal or something. Make the Dweller. Banish that. So this guy's banish. So now they're Dweller. Like the effect activates now. They have to negate it here. They're still hit. We're gonna take that. And I want to add a willow. Or special the willow. Willow target the curtain. Shuffle. Draw. That kind of sucks. Special. Oh wait, yeah, no, we can special. Special, no effect. And on this guy, set that for follow-up play. Next turn, we got the curtain, or the stacking engrave. And we also have a koi. So this really isn't that good. top 3 cards are going to be that. Which this was a really bad hand because of the koi. Like we had the koi just for an attempt to do something, but like that's the deck. You really have to try to maximize card value. Like if you don't want to like cardian take Willow, special Willow. You want to like try to do like one of these that like ignores conditions. So it would be like cardian, target Willow, add Willow to hand, then special this guy out. Now you still have the Willow as like an example of like maximizing value. Another play like you might want to do is if you have this guy as like your only normal summon, normal him and leave him on the field. Like don't activate the effect immediately. Like normal him, special out a Willow, then tribute himself. Because even if this doesn't trigger, then at least you still have the Willow on board. You can shuffle this in, but keep going. Attempt to keep going. Fun deck. I does anyone know who this character is? I just bought these sleeves because it says like 6 flowers, Yusha something. Peace.